Hi friends, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. So today we're going to do two 25 patch blocks. Here we've got one of them, and we're going to do this one is number 2. I run through every single one of them. You can take screenshots, and never forget that these 25 patch blocks of all these videos that I am making, they are able to be put together just one block over and over again and put into one quilt with that same block. Or you can make multiples and put them together like 2 different style blocks and put them in the same quilt or whatever you want. So this series is just to show you a bunch, because there's a bunch of different style blocks that you can make with 2.5-inch squares with scraps and just all together with anything. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like my videos and share with your quilty friends. And I will see you guys at the end of the video. Bye. Okay, friends, we are back with an 25 patch block. Today we're going to do this little guy right here. It is 2 colors. So let's go ahead and choose 2 colors to do this. If you'd like, you could take a screenshot so that you know the layout. So we're going to go ahead and choose. As you can tell, the blue fills in every single section. So we're going to choose 25 of the, what I would say would be a blue. So let's find 25 blues from one of my wonderful bins. It's got to have 25. So we're going to try to find something that has 25. How about what I just used in a quilt? Let's see if there's 25 of these. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh man, there's only 19 of those. All right, we need something with even taller stack than that. So we're going to go with, how about, there's got to be 25 of these. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's 25 of those. I'm not even going to bother counting the rest. And now we need, if we look at the chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of what represents the purple. Let's see, something that represents purple that goes with gray. My goodness, we need something that's very contrasting so that this can be seen. And I'll tip you guys up a little so you can see into the bins. Something that's got 17 that contrasts very well with gray. That could be anything, honestly. I'm just looking. I'm looking. I don't think there are 17 of those pink ones, but those would definitely contrast. That bin looks like it's out because it doesn't really have much contrast. But I do see this purple right here that has really good contrast right there. And there's definitely 17 of those. And I mean, they may not go great together, but once they're put together, they will. All right, so what we're going to do is 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually, I said 20, but it's supposed to be 25, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. All right, 25 of those. There was plenty. So one of those is going to be, excuse me, the background. And then for the purple part, we're choosing 17 out. So let's get out 17. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, and now we need to determine how many are staying solid. So far, only one of these is going to stay solid. So we're just going to pull that one out. The rest are going to be half square triangles. And then 1, 2, 3, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these are going to get pulled out because these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So all 8 of these are pulled out, and the rest of all this, we're going to go ahead and make half square triangles. All right, so if you've watched my 25 patch blocks, I'm not even going to draw a line because I have my diagonal seam tape right here. So what I'm going to do is just take 2, I'll just put one pile on one side and one on the other, and I'm going to literally sew from corner to corner. Now, if you don't have diagonal seam tape, you can draw the line on the back of all of the lighter colors or whatever color you're choosing. But I do kind of have to say that that's a lot of line drawing. You can press them all in half to get a crease, or you can, if you don't have diagonal seam tape, you can actually just draw a line, which is what I had originally, a pencil line from my needle down to keep my center. That's all I really cared about at first, and now that I have this, I can follow my 1/4 inch seam. But for now, we're just going to go, oh, and it probably would help if we had a better stitch length for these. So I'm just going to sew corner to corner. So I'm just going to keep taking every single one of these right sides. Oops, that's wrong side. Let's put right sides together. And we're just going to keep continuing on with this corner to corner thing. And just over and over again until they are done. I had some kind of miscount because I have one left. I was like sitting here thinking, what is wrong with that? So now that they are, I'm just going to split them in half now, and then we're going to take them over before pressing them, and I'm going to go ahead and cut one side away, 1/4 inch away from the seam. That way I can make half square triangles that finish, or, you know, once they're trimmed, they come out at 2.5 inches. Okay, so here we go with the layout, and I was probably wrong when I had that extra piece because there's 16 of these, 17 in total of the purple, and that's what I pulled out. So yeah, for some strange reason, it just, I don't know what I was doing. So we're going to lay this out. We have 2 of the purple facing down like this, and then we have one of these, which is replacing the blue, and then 2 are going to come down like this. And then the next row, we have one coming down like this. And then we have one that would be replacing the blue, actually in both those spots. And then the one that's replacing the purple is going to go that way and down this way. And then the next row, we're following our chart here, is going to have one of these on each end. It's also going to have this in the middle. And we're going to have a purple facing up this way and a purple facing that way. And then on this bottom row, there's going to be a purple facing this way, right that way. We're going to have another one down here this way, this one that way, and I guess, yep, that way and that way. And then we're going to fill in the rest with these guys, just like that. So there is our star square. It's a friendship star / I don't know what block, but it looks really cool. So let's go ahead and sew this. Same with every time I make one of these videos. We're going to sew this row together. We're going to put this row on top. We're going to sew down this seam. So when it's over like this, we're going to be sewing on this side so that we don't lose the direction of any of this. We're going to put them right sides together, sew down this seam. Open this up, add these, and then open those up, add the next, and so on and so forth. So let's go to the sewing machine. Okay, so I'm going to reach over, grab my first piece, and I'm sewing a 1/4 inch seam. I'm not very good with 1/4 inch seams. I really am a veerer. I veer off everything. So this tape is going to help me. And I'm just going to line everything up, and I'm going to sew down. And then I'm going to grab the next piece. And there's really no seams to nest up here. It seems to be pretty good about that, with this one at least. They're not all the same. Come on, get it. Get under there. Grab the next until they are all sewn together. Come on, line up. Grab that last one, and the easy part is keeping them all together because we've sewn them web pieced. So I'm going to go ahead and press this one to the left like that, this one to the right because it's a solid piece, this one to the left, this one to the right, and then we're going to go to this last one and it's going to go to the left just with my finger. So they're together, they're not moving. We're going to go ahead and grab the top left corner that's left on our table, which would be this piece. I'm going to go ahead and sew all these on. Almost sounded like something happened with the machine. All right, grab the next one, throw it on here. Oops, come on, line up, there we go. Sometimes these little squares, they're not little, they're 2.5, so a lot of us are used to 2.5, anything smaller. And I know there's some people that don't work with them. Okay, so we're just going to keep attaching. Just like this, one more, and then we're just going to press that whole entire thing again according to how it's laying. So this one I think we're going to start going from the right, then to the left. So every seam's going to nest no matter which way we do this. Right, and then to the left, but they're always going towards a more solid piece. So the next row is going to go down here would be to the left. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and sew the rest of it. Okay, so they're all sewn together. This is webbed together, so you can't lose anything. So the first thing you want to do, since we finger pressed everything opposite of each other, we're just going to go ahead and, we're going to stop that from beeping for a second. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put this right sides together, and all these seams should nest in opposite directions because they were all, see, they were all finger pressed in opposite directions. So there's no right or wrong way to finger press these opposite directions when we're doing these. Because you want to just make sure that you're pressing towards a more, the way that that seam wants to go. As long as they're all opposite of each other, it should be good. And then you don't really need pins because they're all held together. The only thing you need to do is make sure that you're nesting these seams as you come up to them, just like this, and that everything is staying flat. So we're going to pull that away. And I'm just going to use my finger just like this. So there's two together, and then we just lift this up and put this one on top of here and sew these on through. And it's pretty self-explanatory when we get to these parts. And yeah. So here's our block. Let's go press this real quick so that it lays nice and flat, and let's check it out. Okay, so all of my seams I finger pressed all in one direction. So I'm just going to start from the back real quick and kind of just a little tiny tug. I do this sometimes and then sometimes I don't. It's one of those things where you like do a bazillion different things. Every time you make something, it's like a different technique and nothing ever comes out the same. All right, so those are all kind of pressed down really flat. We're just going to roll it over and give it a good press. Remember, a lot of this is now on the bias, so it's going to give it a little bit of a stretch. So we want to just keep it as square as possible, just like this. And I have a couple little threads poking through these seams. They always get stuck, you know, that's just how it works. All right, so just making sure there's no folds or tucks. I tend to iron really, really, really heavily because I want everything to be flat as possible. So there that is. Let's take it over and look. Okay, so here we have it. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. Look at that, exactly the way it's supposed to be. So if you want to take just a picture of this itself as a screenshot, you can see that is the layout. And then here is our picture. So it looks really good. That purple really pops off that gray. So there it is. All right, let's get to the next block. All right, here we go. So we're going to do block number 2 for this. This is a 9 color block. It kind of looks confusing, but we're going to just fill in the colors with different colors. So we can tell, I'm going to start by pulling a center. So that would be the 1 color. This is color 2, color 3, color 4, and color 5. Color 6, 7, 8, and somewhere is 9. Let's see, hold on. Whatever. We're just going to go ahead and pull a center because the center is 1 color all on its own. So let's pull 1 color for that. So we're just going to pull over my bins here. And here, let's make this. Oh, I can't make it widescreen. Go figure. All right, so let's choose a center color, something that doesn't have very much. Let's just, I want to be able to pull all the color from a specific color, or we can just blend them all together and see what happens. Something bold. How about something bold? Something centered. Here we go. Let's do this right here. This little guy is the spoon, or the bowl and the spoon. Hold on. There's a couple more in here that are funny. We're going to just try to see if maybe one of them has got more than another. That's the bottom of a cat. Here is a dog. And there's, I'll just do the moon. He's not going to show. We'll do the dog. He's the biggest. So we'll put a little doggy in the center. And now we're going to choose the next color. So if that's going to be the center, that red's taking over, let's choose, for these 4 right here, let's choose like a grayish color maybe for those 4. I don't know. And none of this is really going to go together on this one because it's so many colors, and solids would probably look the best, honestly. Actually, let's switch to solids. I think that is the best. That's the best idea because they don't always have to be colored. Honestly, they don't. We're just going to switch to the solid bin. We're just going to choose all over again. So let's choose a purple. No, something that just has 1 maybe. We'll just do red. Red for the center. And now let's choose, I'm just going to pull it away. Let's choose a peach green. Let's choose green for the green area. How about that? Because there is green area in this little picture. So we're going to put the green and the green. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. So let's pull out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come on. They stick to each other. 7 and 8. So there's my 8. Green for that. So the green section is taken care of. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So let's choose something that goes right here. We're going to do gray. We're going to do 4 gray. So this I can mostly lay out. So we're going to put 4 gray so that we know we got that down. And now we're going to choose 4 yellows because there's 4 yellow around here. So let's just, the only yellow I have in here, we're going to pull that out and just grab 4 of those. So let's go 4 yellow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so those are going to go above and to the side, below and to the side. These greens are going to be the half colors that go here. like this, so that we're going to pull those out when we're ready to sew our half square triangles. But for now, we're just going to stick them here so we know where they're going to go. Just like that. So far, that looks good. Okay, now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of whatever color. So let's choose 8 of blue. How about dark blue? Dark blue will do. All right, so let's find this dark blue. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a subtle color around there, but we're going to do the dark blue anyway. So let's do 8 of those. They're going in all these sections right here, and those aren't getting cut into half square or turned into half square triangles, so they're just going to stay solid just like that. So there's most of our block, and now we need to choose one color here, there, there, and there, but they're all going to be different colors. So let's do a purple. So we're going to do this purple here. How about that? So that's going to go with those. Let's do a pink. Yeah, I got to choose the pink. I just need 2. We're going to grab 2 dark pinks. 1, 2 for that section. And then let's do, how about a pretty light blue? So we'll put light blue here, and then one more color. Let's go with something that shines. Peach. Let's do peach. We'll do peach right here. I think that's fine. Just like that. All right, so let's stop that beeping sound. All right, so here is our block. We are going to go ahead and sew these. We're going to pull all these out and turn these into half square triangles right here and right here. And the rest of this can just stay right where it is because that's our layout so far. Now that we have done all these, I'm just going to split them with the scissors right now because they're like literally right next to me. We'll split these, and then we're going to go ahead and trim away 1/4 inch away from every single one of these. Layout is pretty much here already. So we just need to put these back where they go. And I know that these green color, that I chose green for the green, which is rare, I'm going to make those always stick out. And both colors that are similar will always go in the same area. So we're going to stick this here and this here. We put the pink up here. I'm pretty sure we did. Put that there. And put the purple here, and pink there. So now, here's our block. I'm kind of not liking that gray in there. I kind of want to put a different color that's more pronounced, or maybe it's this dark blue. I'm not sure, whatever it is. I'm just going to go ahead and sew it together because it really doesn't matter. These are all examples anyway. So I'm going to spare you the showing how, because this already has one in the video showing how we piece these together. So I'm going to sew it, and you guys could watch, but I'm going to spare teaching it. So here we go. Okay, so there it is. Oops, there's thread on it. You know, it's hard to control that. So here is our block that we made. There is the finished product. It is 10.5. Just don't even need to count it this time. It's landing on 10.5 both ways. So there we have it, and that's the look of it. So you can see just a little bit different. The blue is kind of bright. If I probably would have toned down the blue for a lighter color, it would look better. Now I do want to remind you guys that these blocks that I'm doing with the 25 patch series, they don't always have to be just making every single block for one video. You can literally make this same block over and over again because they're very versatile. They can go in anything. So you can make, you know, 36 of these and make a quilt out of it, or however many you want, because they are, you know, available to be done any which way. So here's that second one. Here's that first one. You can see, look at that difference. I would, if I was going to make a whole entire quilt, I would probably do that. That looks really cool. And if it mixed with another, you know, more blocks of the same, just imagine that. It would look really awesome together, and it would be a 2-color quilt, or you can do every single one of these different colors. It's up to you. So there we have it, 2 blocks done, just like that. And I will see you guys in the next 25 patch block video. Bye for now.